All right, so welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin.
I'm Tarsha.
This is Conversations with the Crawleys. On this channel, we do a lot of conversations about faith, family, relationships, and we do recaps, reviews, commentary on some of our favorite shows. This one is all about the OG of shows around these here parts. Ready to love? What?
It's a ready to love.
Ready to love. Miami. So, again, you know what to do by now. Subscribe, hit the like, request notifications,
share,
and become a member. Right there where it says join. That's what we're talking about. And we'll see you in the comments. And consider purchasing from the merch store. Got a lot of cool things there, and some more things coming soon. All right. Anything else?
No, that's enough.
All right. Yeah, we give y'all like 15 different instructions. If y'all just follow the instructions. So, you've been voguing and whatnot. All right. So, Ladies Lounge picks up. Well, Tommy picks up.
Ladies' night and the feel is right.
Listen,
oh, yes, it's ladies'
right
night.
now.
Oh, what a night. What a night. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
All right. So, picks up. Tommy has the ladies in the ladies' lounge. It's their turn, of course. The ladies start recapping kind of their dates that they had. Shareese recaps her date with Samson, as far as her taking him to get his face tightened up like hers. And
Be nice.
I'm being nice. I'll have some things to say later on. And then Kadian talks about her date. Kayla talks about her date with Randall. Mm-hmm. So recapping some dates, and then Tommy's like, all right, here's your assignment, ladies. Introduce these men to your family and see what the family says.
Let them help you make the decision. Are these men ready for love?
Or are you missing things that your family picks up on because they know you and they know what you've been dealing with before?
Exactly.
So Brandi meets with Mike and her parents. Mike is nervous.
And Brandi's dad just want to know, are you on drugs? Say no to drugs.
Right.
Say no to drugs.
Is that a crack pipe I see in your back pocket there, bruh?
Say no. She's like, Dad?
Do you smoke on that green stuff? I know it's legal and all. So, yeah.
Is it legal in Florida?
I don't know about Florida.
I think it's legal in Florida. Florida goes by their own
Florida
rules.
got its own things there.
They got enough problems.
Yeah. But the parents are like, okay, what do you like about our daughter? And he's like, he likes her sense of humor. Again, he brings up the fact that he doesn't like her being a flight attendant.
And she's like, I can fly you anywhere. I'm staying. I can change my schedule. You can come with me. I'm like, I might need to be a flight attendant. If I could pay her with crazy people, I would definitely be up in the air.
Listen, let's go try. Yeah.
Man, we could be everywhere. London. Look, India. I could go to Dubai. That's my place.
Yes, we're going to get to Dubai one of these days.
Dubai.
All right.
That'd be a good members trip if he would join. But that's all right.
Yeah, because we are thinking as far as, especially as the membership grows, we might be thinking about trying to do a cruise, a Conversations with the Crawley cruise. But if you're not a member. All right.
Anyway.
So basically, he'll be her first steady relationship.
Yeah, because even the parents is like, I don't think my daughter's ever been in like a steady, like serious. You would be the first. So again, that could be red flags for some people. Or does she take it relationship serious to the point where, she's trying to wait to the perfect match? I don't know.
But then the question I would have would be, okay, I understand you may, take a while to have a serious relationship.
Yeah.
But we're in like an 8-week process.
Right.
And now you're ready for a serious relationship with the guy that you met while you was dating 15 other people. But you wasn't ready before. So those would be kind of some flags. Maybe not red flags. They might be like yellow caution flags.
Yellow caution flags.
So
the 10-minute warning flag.
Hey. So So then he again answers the question as far as whether or not he wants kids, and he's cool with 2 more kids.
He said he wanted 2 more.
At least that's what he told Brandi.
And Brandi's family.
And her family.
So.
At this point. But then Brandi's dad says something after Mike leaves and moves on. Says, yeah, he was answering all the right questions, but he had too many right answers.
Had too many right answers.
He was just saying too many right things. In other words, it was kind of scripted, bro.
Well, everybody always want to make a good impression.
True.
And so that could be the case, because when you're talking about kids, that's serious. I don't want to wake up at close to 50 talking about it's my turn to feed some baby with a bottle.
That ain't happening over here.
And having 4 hours sleep.
Over in these here parts, we've done.
I'm not doing it.
Listen, there will not be an episode of Conversations with the Crawleys where we're like, guess what? We're pregnant. That's not happening over here. We're done. Our 19-year-old and our 23-year-old, they are having no other brothers and sisters pop in this world. So, all right. So, I don't know why we just went there, but no, that's not happening. All right. So then Kadian has Swayze meet with her godmother. And Swayze's like, last time you had me meet somebody, it went all left. I don't know about this one. We'll see.
He's like, he does want to know some questions about how to better communicate. So he's like, I'm willing to take the chance as long as I'm not set up like I was before. And
what I found interesting is that Kadian dated her godmother's son. So in essence, her godbrother.
Well, do you call him a godbrother if that's your godmother? Like, is that a term?
Like my godmother, I call my godmother's kids my godbrother and sister.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, it's just stopped with the godmother, I guess.
It must have, because then that's some whole other stuff going on.
Well, they're not related.
I know. No. I figured that out.
Did you figure it out? I'm just saying, you making it such a big deal.
Well, I just found it interesting, right?
Right. I mean, they're so close-knit, and so I guess she was interested, and he was interested for a point in time.
Love my god sisters, but I wasn't looking at any of them. So, all right. So then, what does he say? He says, for the most part, it has been going well. They just have communications issues.
Like, they say the same thing, but obviously they're saying it differently.
Different languages, yeah. But she does say that he shuts off when talking about the future. He doesn't really like to answer questions about the future. He's like, let's just live right now in the present. Let's be in the moment. Let's be in the moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow.
That doesn't work for women.
Take no thought for tomorrow, because tomorrow will take care of itself. That's scripture right there.
He's following the scripture.
I'm helping you out, Swayze. Just quote that scripture. Take no thought for tomorrow, because tomorrow will work itself out.
It'll take care of itself.
Yes. But she takes it as rejection, right? Right. She's like, if you're not going to talk about the future with me, she feels rejected.
Right. She wants to know, like, is it going somewhere?
Right.
Are we just having a good time? Because some people do want to have a good time. But some people want a serious relationship that for them, they want it to lead to marriage and having children. And it sounds like she's at a place where those are the things that she wants to accomplish.
Those are important for her, right? Yeah. So Kadian's godmother basically is like, okay, Swayze, I get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but you got some walls up. So break down the walls, tear down the walls. Y'all could be okay if you work that out.
Right, because he does indicate again about being fearful, about pulling his walls down and letting someone in, which can be scary, but at the same time, if it's the right person, it can work out.
Yeah. Then over on the other side of the island.
He's in the island. It might be an island now after that hurricane.
Jamala and Randall meet with her mother and her older sister. And one thing that that Randall kind of did was he kind of cut down or shut down the sister, because she was bringing up, you got to let my sister, you can't let no other woman overstep my sister. He's like, I hear you.
To the curb. Put it to the curb.
But at the end of the day, this is a process, and I'm going to, she has to be okay with the fact that I am getting to know these other people.
And I have to talk to other people outside her.
Yep.
So FYI.
Yeah. So what you trying to give me as far as force me to do and ain't working over here.
I'm gonna have my two. I'm having my two.
So the mom brings out some cue cards.
Yeah, because Dad has some questions.
Dad was like, look, I can't be there, but I'm going to listen, I got proxy. Here's my questions. And so, long story short, they were good with him. They were okay with him. No major issues or concerns.
No. I mean, obviously, again, it's such a short amount of time, right? And until they finish the process where he's going to, be more involved with them. They don't know. He's giving them the answers that obviously they want to hear and everything. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
Shareese has Sampson meet her dad. And Sampson brings gifts. Mom, I guess, couldn't make it. She wasn't feeling well. So it's just Dad. So he gives Dad the coffee mug that he got from like the Buc-ee's or the Quick Trip store or whatever, the Circle K.
I was like, it's pink with the tag on it.
He went to like the gas station and just got a coffee mug. It was like, yeah. So
it was very odd.
Yes.
For a gift for a man.
Right. Probably would have been best maybe bring him a bottle of bourbon, wine, something like that, right? Even what's his name, Mike got the dad a Detroit Pistons hat, right?
Right.
Got it out the recycle bin because it's the Detroit Pistons.
Ooh. Really?
That's right. Chicago Bulls fan over here all the time. Ooh. We don't like Detroit. Sorry. To all our Detroit people, we like y'all. Just don't like your team. Sorry. All right. Sorry.
Forgive him.
Yes. But I do know what I'm doing. All right. So then, in talking with her dad, right? The dad's asking questions. We find out Sampson is from Morehouse. The house. Yes. I think Sampson might have been there a couple years.
After you.
After me.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 1, maybe 2, 3. I don't know. So anyway, and so the dad's like, okay, Morehouse. Okay, cool. He's like, all right. So, and he seems to be okay with Sampson. He does tell Sampson, my daughter's difficult.
She's a challenge. She was giving challenges at the table, giving faces and like, hold on, Dad. You all chummy with him and getting all on his side. What about me? What about what I'm trying to get out of him? He ain't giving it to me. What are you going to do about that? He's like, I just met the guy. And so far, based off of what he's providing to me,
he seems okay.
He seems at least not to be a stalker.
Right.
He don't look like a serial killer.
And the dad does say, you know what? When I was younger, I would say this stuff, but then I'd be,
had the girl behind the couch.
With him.
It's like,
okay,
Dad.
Dad.
Okay, Dad.
All right. A little too much information there, Pop.
I got what you said. You know what to say around the parents. But you were reaching for them panties. I gotcha.
So, yeah. So, but yeah, Sampson, he was like picking up the fact that he's like, she's getting a little irritated. She's getting perturbed. It's like, I'm just meeting your dad. We're hitting it off. You would think
that would be
you would
good.
Want him to hit it off with your dad.
Right.
That doesn't work for Shareese because I'll leave that alone right now.
Well, Shareese feels like it's still surfacey, that he's not giving anything in depth. When a question, I guess, was presented to Sampson about her characteristics, it wasn't good enough, his answer about who she was, and he doesn't see her as a full person. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, she's reaching for things that aren't there.
I was like, I mean, she has every right to feel the way she feels like she needs to feel, but I didn't see any reason why she would be very off-putting with the dad really asking the questions. It's not like you gave your dad questions, because that's what Samson.
Right.
Samson's like, whatever question you have, just go ahead and say it.
And if you had questions, like you said, that you wanted your dad to ask, give your dad the questions and let the dad ask. And then if he evades those questions, then you but you're not coming with questions. You just want to go deep, but you don't know where you want to go deep at.
So
it's amazing how shallow people always want to go deep. All right. Anyway.
So
So then Kayla has her parents meet Randall and Mike. Not at the same time.
Right.
They meet at different restaurants, looks at different times a day. Yeah. Randall still came dressed like he was from Southeast DC.
He likes being comfortable. You can see he's not into fashion or
trimming his beard or.
Well, he did have it. It was trimmed because when the last event when they went to the retreat, he had just got a lineup.
Okay. What's his name? Randall, you might want to try some Scotch Porter products or something. That's the stuff I use, but use something to kind of help that beard growth and fill in those splotches. All right. So then, I don't know why I'm just...
I know. What is wrong with you?
I'm in a mood today.
You got a mood going on.
I'm in a mood today,
boy, we slicing everybody.
Oh, we ain't even there yet. We about to get
slicing.
There. Listen, stick around. We about to get there.
All
right, so Kayla meets...
Rah, rah. All on rah,
and then you're going
rah.
to bring up that boy's name like that again. Oh, goodness.
Messing up on rah, rah.
You ready to continue on?
Yeah, go
with
ahead.
Your bangles bangling over there? All right, so Kayla meets with Randall and with Mike and her family. Mike gets kind of interrogated by the dad.
Yeah, but he seemed like they having a good time, boy. They doing high fives and... I mean, they seem to really like him.
The dad seemed to come off as, I'm going to be serious and say what I need to say, but I'm not going to make you feel like I'm about to pull out a 9 on you.
He felt like he could have been carrying.
Or he could take Mike, period. Let's just put it like that. One of the things that he said, Mike said was that, he wasn't sure as far as how quickly they've grown. They've gotten to an 8 now. He's like, they're at an 8 now, which I was like, oh, okay.
That's pretty high.
I guess 8 is still sneaking around asking to meet and talk a little later. Is that what 8 means in Mike's world?
Okay. Because last time we checked, we're not being honest and upfront about how we feel in front of the other person.
Yeah.
So when he's saying an 8, I was like, okay, but you need to make a definite decision on who you want. Are we talking 8
on the scale of 1 to 20?
Shut up.
1 to 30? Cause
yeah, that's pretty high.
Because then that would be the question of where is Brandi in that?
Then is Brandi a 10?
Well, if Brandi's a 10, do you sneak around on a 10 with an 8?
Not a real man.
Ooh. And I'm just using his. I'm not categorizing them as 10s versus 8. I'm simply going off of what he's saying.
He said
Let me make that very clear.
He said that.
Kayla, I'm not calling you an 8. I'm not calling Brandi a 10. I'm just simply saying the boy said 8.
The boy said 8.
The boy said 8. All right. So then he says, the dad asks, what would you change about Kayla? And he's like, I wouldn't change anything about Kayla. Okay, what about the other woman? Well, as far as Brandi, the fact that I have to keep giving her reassurance. Well, maybe if you wasn't sneaking around, creeping and crawling, you wouldn't have to reassure her. But that's a whole other conversation too.
And that could be the deal, right?
That probably is the deal.
You're still seeing someone else when you keep saying I'm the one. So if I'm the one, why don't you make that decision?
Yep.
Because all past Ready for Love, when the guy was like, yeah, you're it, they cut off everybody else.
Yep.
But you haven't.
Nope.
So I get it.
Yep. So Randall meets with her parents as well. He said something and basically the dad was like, that's not really an attribute, that's a characteristic.
He's like, oh, you got me. You got me, partner. You got me. I'm going to leave on that note.
And then he was also like, Randall, why are you answering the question with the meaning of the question? Like, how do you define love? Well, sir, it's love.
What? How you answer the question with the word?
Yeah, that's like answering a question with a question.
So I was like, oh, okay, Dad, listening.
Mm-hmm. The parents actually were leaning though towards Randall because they said that he may not be confident, but he knows what he wants as relates to Kayla. They were concerned that Mike didn't necessarily know which way he was going, and that's pretty obvious and spot on.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
But by the same token, Randall really doesn't know, if we're honest, doesn't know what he wants because Jamala's still in the picture.
Well, he doesn't. He knows what type of woman he wants. Okay. But he doesn't know which of those women
he wants.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
All right. So then Swayze and Kadian meet. They go out to eat, go for drinks, whatever, and they recap the meeting with the godmother. And again, communication issues is their key thing. That's going to be their challenge, even as they are moving on. Again, they are all out in these Instagram streets, so evidently they got some communication issues figured out, but they got a bunch more, it looks like, to figure out.
Well, I think it's more of defining where Swayze is. Obviously, with her, we can tell she wants to be married and have a family. Him, he's like, that's too scary for me. And it's too soon.
Right.
Is kind of what my understanding of what he's trying to say.
Yes.
And I just want to relax. Why can't we just be having fun right now?
Let's just take it a day at a time.
And enjoy each other's company and allow it to flow.
To grow. Yep. So, yeah, because he avoids the hard questions. Any hard questions she threw at him, he was like...
Just dodge.
Just dodging. Kind of like Sampson dodged that bullet. But we'll talk about that here just shortly. So then the ladies' lounge happens, and Brandi talks about her date with Mike, and then Kayla's like, "Yep, he said that about you, as far as you need a reassurance, what have you." So now they're kind of sharing. There's no secrets as far as in the ladies' lounge as far as what's going on.
No. And also you can tell Mike is telling what's going on when he's with so-and-so.
Yeah.
And Mike is telling when he's with Brandi.
So at least he's communicating to them what's happening on the other side.
Correct. He said before she tell it, I'm going to tell it.
Right.
She's like, well, Kayla's family asked me what I would change about you, and this is what I would change about you.
Yep.
He has no other choice.
No.
Because if you don't want to get caught off guard, he's going to have to be really honest. But he needs to go ahead and make a decision.
Yeah.
They're two different people.
Yes.
And him making up because Brandi's out of town doesn't mean that he can spend his days with Kayla while Brandi's in another country.
Right. So
can't have both.
Kadian, her biggest thing is that she wants a plan with Swayze. She's talking to Tommy. She's like, look, the man won't give me a plan. At least if I have a plan, I kind of know that there's a future and there's a place that we're going. But if we are just taking things kind of one step at a time, I don't know what my future looks like because I don't know where you see us.
Well, it's not like you want to take it. He's not telling her what the one step at a time. He's like, blind faith. Just trust me. Just trust me.
Yeah.
And one day, it's all just going to come together.
We'll figure it out one of these days.
So, but...
when you see me, look for me. If you don't see me, I ain't there. That's basically what he's saying.
And he has to get to a point where he has to understand that someone wants to be a part of your life. They want to know if it's going to be long-term or not. And you do know that.
Right.
You know if you want to get married. Be honest. Tell her, I don't want to get married. I just want, whatever you want.
I want to grow in this relationship and we'll go wherever we go. Yep. So then Shareese starts talking about her situation with Sampson. And she's like, Sampson is not giving her the attention that she deserves.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I felt like she was getting attention because he cut off Brandi at the getaway.
Looney's already gone.
And so his main focus would be her. He's coming to see her. He's like, I'm trying to see where this is going to go. We're going to grow. So I'm confused on what attention she's not getting.
Right. So then the other lady starts saying, well, this was my conversation with Sampson. And a lot of the ladies basically, the dig against Sampson has been that he's not clear about who he wants to be with, is what they're saying. Brandi brings up the fact that, I guess, for the meeting with the ex-girlfriend, she was made to believe that she was going to be the only one. And I guess Shareese was made to believe that she was going to be the only one as well. Okay. So, yes, we can fault Sampson for that. If that was what was not clear, definitely that was a mistake there, right?
Right. And Brandi has been saying, and we've talked about this, please check out our other videos where Brandi was like, does everyone get a gift? Everybody? When you go out? So who is really special if everyone's getting a gift?
And again, we'll go back and watch the video because I take issue with that. Okay. But then also Kadian is like, yeah, I guess Sampson told her that, he wanted her to stick around because he was like, there could be a future with them. Now, the question I have is, for example, for that conversation, when did that happen? How soon or how late in the process was that? If that was something he said after the retreat, yeah, that's an issue. But if it was something he said week 1, week 2,
it was still early on.
He might have saw something, but you went the other direction.
And it didn't work out.
Right. So we get to Samson and Shareese going on a date. And Shareese is basically like, she's mean mugging from the moment she gets to the restaurant.
Because he's like, so what's going on? I know you just came from the lounge.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what the problem is between us. Mm-hmm. And so she goes on saying, well, this girl said this, and Brandi said this, and Kayla, she said this, so blah, blah, blah. And he like,
Samson. This is where Samson, I'm going to give you kudos for this because you made a very clear statement, very clear things. He's like, if I believed everything that I heard about you in the lounge, you'd have been gone a long time ago.
That's what he said.
And I call facts on that because Mike had an issue with her. Mm-hmm. Who else? Zoe had an issue with her. So if he was paying attention to the chatter, what he's basically saying is there's a lot of chatter that happens in the lounge on both sides. And if you're really interested in a person, you trust what you're getting from that person more than the chatter. And so he's like, look, if I paid attention to the chatter, I'm gonna be nice. Shareese would have been gone a long time ago.
Right.
And I say that she should have been gone a long time ago anyway.
Right.
Because I called her on her fakeness and what I believe to be her fakeness from the beginning.
Well, only thing I know is at this point, she is questioning everything about him. And he feels like there shouldn't be any question because I spent time with you. We've been talking. Your dad like me. I shouldn't be having the issues that you're presenting. But we are. And
notice how, again, he basically says, if I weren't, he made his statement about, if I believed all of that, you wouldn't be here. She then is like, well, you're attacking me. Remember, she also with Zoe made the statements that he was being aggressive towards her and all of this stuff. And she used the fake crocodile tears to make it seem like he was doing. Now, was he extra? We've said that Zoe was very extra in that moment.
He was.
But she also made some statements as far as what he was doing that we do not see.
Right.
So, again, she jumps to this, you're attacking me. No, he's just calling you on your garbage. Sorry. Not sorry.
Well, we see that they get off a very wrong foot. And he's like, so you leaving? She's like, I'll leave when I want to leave.
He's like, okay, well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my meal.
I'm going to eat my steak.
And he's like, and I dodged a bullet. Yes, my boy Samson, you did.
I was like,
you did a matrix on that. Because, yes, you dodged a big bullet on that one. So when you get to the reunion, just look over there and be like, because, yeah, you dodged that one, bro. Because I was getting a little concerned. Well, I was like, maybe you saw something we didn't see. But, yeah. Or I didn't see because I've been calling it from the beginning.
Well, we see that she ends him and stating that he's not ready to love.
Yes, well, and that also means that she got to go home because ain't nobody wanting to love her At least other people that are left there.
Right.
Let me say that.
There's
Let me say that.
Yes.
There's somebody to love everybody.
Yes. So we'll see.
That's not what we see.
Now the question is, like you were saying, you know, what she was trying to stay on the show. Is she gonna bow out? Or is she gonna wait until the next week until someone...
If she go to Mike and be like, you know, I decided I like baggage. You got any more of them kids' baggage around?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's going to happen next week? Because we didn't see anything where she's talking to Tommy. So
yeah,
she's going to wait until she's eliminated?
Well, there's no, I mean, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is she going to talk to Tommy and say, hey, there's nobody else here for me?
Here's what I think may happen. She may just not show up anymore.
Oh, she's just going to ghost.
Because she might give Tommy the respect of having that conversation with him that my relationship didn't work well, and so therefore it doesn't work. You know, I'm reason for me to stay around.
Right.
But she may be the type also that's just like not gonna, you know, show up because, you know, she's feeling attacked. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it was what it was. All right, so that's it for this one, I think. Let us know if there's other stuff that we missed in the comments, and let us know your thoughts. Because again, I'm being nice.
No, you being moody.
Okay, I can accept part of that. But that's why y'all like us. That's why y'all come here sometimes.
Oh, because you moody.
Because I'll get moody sometimes, and I call it like it is.
You're all upset like you weren't ready to love.
But I'm invested in these couples and their lives, and yeah. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so make sure you check out the other videos that we have going on, and be on the lookout because we are going to be having a prediction video coming soon as far as what our predictions are for the finale. So we'll see you all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed.
Bye.